Welcome, Goddess, to the Yin Yoga session. So just bringing the soles of your feet together. If you can, hold on around your feet. If you can't, don't worry. And then just literally round over. Completely relax your upper body, relax your head. And then breathe, just focus on the breath. So remember, Yin Yoga, which is about releasing into a pose, about not trying to force yourself into any position, and also letting go of any expectations of what you think the pose should look like. So this stretches out our liver meridian on the inside of our legs. And each time you breathe out, allow your head to relax even more. So you'll stretch all the nerves, muscles, connective tissue alongside your spine. It's also called a nurturing pose because you're kind of turned inwards. And as you're doing it, I want you to repeat to yourself, I now choose to let go of anger. I now choose to let go of anger. It's okay to get angry. It's normal to get angry. We just don't want to hold on to it. And often anger has a deeper meaning. Often anger is more rooted in fear or pain. So we just don't want to hold on to anger. Problems arise when we hold on to it. So just keep repeating, I now choose to let go of anger. Feel yourself release even more every time you breathe out. And also accept there will be times in Yin Yoga when you feel very fidgety and it's a struggle to just let go and just relax into it. You know, I've often struggled with Yin Yoga, and it's often when we struggle the most that we actually need it the most. You can sometimes get a deeper stretch because you're giving your body time to just release into it without forcing. You know, sometimes when we try too hard, we can bring tension and resistance into a posture. So just letting go. I now choose to let go of anger. And you'll find quite often that you think you're relaxing your head, but after about 4 or 5 breaths, you realize that actually you weren't relaxing it that much. And you'll feel it relax even more. And even more. Breathe as deeply as you can. Feel as if the whole body's expanding on the inhale. And releasing, surrendering on the exhale. One more nice deep breath in. And let it go. Curl up nice and gently, no rush. Coming back up to sitting. Bring your knees in, come onto your back. We're going to come into happy baby pose. Also called dead bug pose. So you're going to bend your knees. Hold on either the outside edges or the inside edges of your feet. If that's not accessible for you, you can hold onto your ankles or wrap your arms around behind your legs. Imagine pressing your knees to the outside of your rib cage. It's not the most glamorous pose at all, but it should feel really nice on your back, and again it stretches out your liver meridian. So allow your back, the muscles alongside your spine to melt into the floor. As you're here, mentally repeat, I now choose to let go of guilt. I now choose to let go of guilt. And just observe the body. As if you're just watching with simple curiosity. Checking in every now and again that you're not bringing tension in. So it should feel really nice, for your back, also releasing tension around your hips. I now choose to let go of guilt. Guilt serves no real purpose. Holding on to guilt serves no real purpose. And notice also, observe what thoughts, feelings, and emotions arise when you repeat the affirmations. And now choose to let go of guilt. As always, each time you breathe, breathe in as deeply as you can. And let the breath go. Feel yourself sinking even deeper with each exhale. And the thing with yin poses is you can stay literally as long as you like. You can stay here for half an hour if you want. Not that we're going to today, but you could do, because there should be no real muscular effort. So it's very restorative. Take one more nice deep breath in. And let it go. And release the legs. Roll up to one side. And gently ease yourself up to sitting. Come over into a child's pose. Open your knees out slightly. Rest your forehead on the floor. Arms down beside you. If it's not comfortable with the forehead on the floor, you can always use a cushion or a bolster and rest your head, either with the arms beside your head or arms down beside you. It's about finding a position where you can completely let go, completely switch off all your muscles. Close your eyes, take your awareness inwards. And whilst you're here, mentally affirm, I choose love. I choose love. And just observe your body. Notice how with each exhale, your body releases a little bit more. So we often think we're relaxed, and you just feel yourself releasing a little bit more, and a little bit more with each exhale. Also check in with your jaw and your face, make sure you're not holding any tension there. If you're on a bolster and your head is turned to one side, turn your head the other way for a few breaths as well. You can always as well have a cushion or a block with your forehead on it. You'd want a little slightly smaller one than that. So find a position that you can completely release. Imagine your heart melting down towards the floor. Just repeating, I choose love. Feel those muscles along your spine, getting a lovely gentle stretch and release. And we store emotions in our body, usually stored as tension, tightness, discomfort. Couple more breaths, inhaling as deeply as you can, holding the breath for a few seconds, and letting it go. One more nice deep breath in. Let it go. yourself up nice and gently. Use your hands. Roll yourself up to sitting, and making sure you have a bolster or a rolled up cushion. And you're going to try and sit with your bum between your legs. You're going to roll the flesh of your calf muscles out. Sit with your bum between your heels. If that feels too much, you can use cushions to sit on as well to raise your hips. And you're going to lay back on your bolster. So it's quite a strong stretch for the front of your thighs. Your knees may naturally go apart slightly, as mine have done. And then release and relax. Open the arms out. So it's a very strong stretch for the front of the body. It's a great heart opener. And to start with, you might be holding on to a bit of tension, because we often hold a lot of tension in the front of our thighs because they don't get stretched out as much as the rest of us. You can tuck your tailbone under slightly and release again. Find a place, find that position where you can let go. If this really isn't accessible to you, you can try sitting on your heels and having more cushions. Just imagine opening your heart space. Imagine breathing into your heart space. And here, just say to yourself, I surrender. I surrender. Sometimes you may get a lot of emotions coming up here, especially with a heart opener. Just allow them to arise. Don't judge them. Don't criticize them. Just allow them to flow. Again, problems tend to arise when we try and repress our emotions or deny our emotions. And so we are spiritual, energetic, emotional beings. And to heal, we need to feel. If we're trying to repress our emotions, it's like having a lid on a saucepan of boiling water. Sooner or later it's going to blow. So just surrender. I surrender. As you breathe, feel your heart center expand. As you breathe out, feel your body release even more. Bring a subtle smile to your face. Let's relax your face, relax your jaw. And just gently press the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Again, in this pose, you could stay here for a lot longer. After a while, you might find yourself starting to enjoy it. So it is quite a strong stretch on the front of your thighs. Also helps to stretch and open out our heart meridian. I surrender. One more nice deep breath in. And let it go. And ease yourself up nice and gently. Never rush out of a pose. If you want to stay here longer, you can stay here longer. When you come out, just come forward onto your hands and knees a little bit first to release the stretch in your thighs and your knees. You can do a little jiggle here if you need to. And bring your legs out heart in front. Shake the legs out a little bit and take the legs as wide as you can. Have your bolster, your cushions, you might need more than these, and rest on your cushions. Relax your head. Then going back to stretching out the liver meridian. Here, mentally affirm, I let go. I let go. Just simply that. I let go. And notice if anything comes to mind as you're saying that. Maybe something, a person, a situation, an event may pop into your mind as you're saying that to yourself. I let go. So also observe if you're finding it a struggle. I used to really struggle with Yin Yoga because I was used to doing very dynamic, doing yoga. And it's quite often when we struggle the most, as I said a moment ago, that we actually need it the most. So be kind to yourself. If you're finding it a struggle, just acknowledge that. And be kind and compassionate. Remember, it's all about being kind and compassionate to yourself. So, and just let go of that criticism. Let go of that judgment. Let go of the need to always be doing. You know, us humans, we're so good at doing. We're not so good at the being. Just take another nice deep breath in, as deep as you can. And let it go. Then slowly come up. You can stay here longer if you wish, or you can end your practice here. It's totally up to you. When you do decide to end your practice, move your bolsters, bring your legs in. Maybe just take a few moments just to observe the body, and always honoring and acknowledging yourself when you do decide to finish your practice. I say one of the first times I really got into Yin Yoga because I'd always avoided it because I like the doing dynamic stuff, and I actually ended up like in tears, and the words "I surrender" were just going round and round my head. I surrender, because I too struggled to just be. I felt like I need to be on the go all the time, and especially in our modern lifestyle, we have that attitude of always got to be doing, always got to prioritize, to-do list, and sometimes it's a struggle to just let go. And just acknowledge that struggle, acknowledge the fidgeting, and just honour yourself for where you are today. Namaste.